Okay, I think we are live. Let's get on the page so I can check. Awesome, good stuff. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all well. Sun is shining this afternoon, unlike this morning, which was horrendous. I'll just wait a minute, let some people come on, and then I will crack on. If you are watching this video, let me know. Good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, Claire. Good to see you both. Press like, comment if you're watching. Let me know you're here. We're going to talk about motivation. All about motivation today. If you can't hear me, let me know. Claire, hello. Good afternoon. Hope you're well. Few people coming on now. Good stuff. Claire. Oops. I'm going to get an echo here if I do that. Guys, if you've got any questions as we go, as always, then a little comment will help you out here as we go through. Because today we're going to be talking all about motivation. I'm going to be giving one of the top strategies that I use for my clients to gain motivation. I'm going to share that with you today. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Little update on the week so far. We have been fully busy with the gym, getting some stuff up and running there. All the sessions are running pretty smoothly, starting to fill up the spaces now, guys. So if you do want to be using the gym, then make sure you get in touch ASAP because we are filling our classes up. We have to limit them, I'm afraid, at the moment because of guidelines and stuff like that. So do make sure you get in touch if you do want to grab a space before we fill out completely. Elite intake next Saturday. We are launching a trial month, okay, which is get your first month half price. So to be in with a chance of grabbing one of the 25 spots available on that, then make sure you follow the link that I will put below this video at the end, and you can pop your email in and reserve a space, okay? So that will be happening next Saturday for 25 people. So that's pretty exciting. Cool, right, we've got a few people coming in now. Good stuff. Guys, let me know if you're here, like the video, say hello, whatever. Let me know how your week's going. If it's going good, let me know. If it's going bad, let me know. We might be able to help. We're going to talk about motivation today. We're going to talk motivation. Over this last week, we have been talking about motivation. We've been talking about values. Hopefully you guys read the, Paul, you didn't kill me earlier. Just back from 8K run. Good job. Faster time, 2 new records. Well, excellent. Good. See, the intensity is what you needed. It woke you up, got your body thinking, and now, yeah, crushed it. Good man. So if you caught Motivation Monday, we talked about values. And then on Tuesday, I gave you a tool to do. We're going to go through that today, really. We're going to kind of talk about that again. I'm going to give a few pointers on it and help you out, help you actually apply it all, and give you some really quite valuable advice on how to gain motivation from quite a deep level within your mindset. You know, now motivation is one of those topics that we all think we need to improve. No, we all know we need to improve it. Okay. We know we need to get more motivated and more driven and more inspired, but you know, for whatever reason, we struggle. And that's because we don't go about trying to improve our motivation properly. We often, our mindset takes a back seat when it comes to, okay, I want to get in shape, I want to get fitter and stronger. Then we immediately just think, right, I'm going to clean up my eating, I'm going to do more exercise, you know, which is great. Yeah, that's got to be done, of course. But, you know, we don't really put enough mindset, thought towards our actual motivation and what we actually need to do to achieve those goals sustainably. Because if our mindset isn't in the right place, then we are not going to want to sustain any of these habits that we're trying to form. Yeah, we've got to be motivated, we've got to be driven, we've got to be inspired, because if we're trying to commit to a 6 a.m. session like, you know, Paul's just been doing, then, and you're not motivated to get up and do it, you're not going to do it for long. You might do it for a few weeks, you might do it for a few months, but eventually you'll drop off. Okay. Same for your food. If you're eating really uninspiring food and you're eating like just nothing but chicken and rice all the time because it's healthy, then you're going to give up. You're going to stop. It's just not inspiring. I mean, it might be for some people, but for most of us, it's just not inspiring. We want to be having food and drink and doing the exercise that we enjoy and that motivates us. Okay. And if we do that successfully, we're going to be driven, we're going to be motivated. Now, to put this kind of on another point, we need to be doing stuff every day that we are motivated to do because it lines up with our values. Okay. Now, values are kind of where it kind of on the foundation level. This is where it gets really important. This is the first thing you need to know is what you value in life. Okay. And everyone's got different values because everyone's a different person. Okay. So, you know, some of you will value your children, something you value your family, your relationships, might be your business or your career. It might be your material items. You might value your car or your house, your pets. Okay, it could be anything, and indeed it could be your health and fitness. Now, there's no wrong or right answer. You know, you can't help what you value. It's just who you are as a person. But you can use that to fuel your motivation. Okay, because if we value our kids more than anything else in the world, then there's nothing more motivating for our health and fitness than by telling ourselves how improving our body is going to improve on our kids' lives. Okay, like it will directly impact other areas of your lives. Okay, so if your kids are your highest value, how is getting fitter and stronger, how is that going to benefit them? Okay, and you might have more energy so you can run around with them. You might be a better role model for them. Okay, because you're eating healthier, they're going to eat healthier. They're going to grow up to be much fitter and healthier than they might have been otherwise. Okay, if your career or your business is your highest value, then how can improving your body image, and things like that, your health and your fitness, how can that benefit your career or your business? Oh, because you might have more confidence to go to sales meetings. You might have more energy to put towards your work. Okay. I've had clients in the past who've ended up, increasing their income purely because they're fitter, like it's amazing. And this is why I'm a strong believer that the way that you look and the way that you feel can massively improve on every other area of your life. And if there's an area of your life that you currently feel is incomplete, then by working on yourself, you'll improve your chances of completing that, filling that void. Okay. So the lesson here really is, guys, is to find what you value the most. Okay. And then ask yourself how making physical improvements to yourself, how is that going to benefit those highest values? Okay. And I'm going to now take you through a bit of a task to help you do that. Okay. I'm going to share my screen, and you will see the benefits linking task. Okay. Now this is a tool that you will find within the Elite. Okay. Elite members, you will have access to this. Okay. And this is a tool that I use to really to really help people to identify what their highest values are. Okay. So the first thing we do on this tool, guys, and if you're watching this, just if you want, do this yourself on a piece of paper. Obviously, if you're not an Elite member, you won't have access to the tool, but you can write this down and do it yourself. Okay, it's not an issue. I'm more than happy for you to do that. But do make sure you go through this, and maybe just watch me now, but maybe later on come back to it and spend some time doing it. The first time I did it, it took me like 2 hours, to do it properly. If you rush through it, you won't get the same out of it. You've got to connect to it on an emotional level. You've got to really feel it on an emotional level. Okay. I will glance back at Facebook as I explain this, guys, because I want to make sure that I'm answering any questions that you might have as you go through. Good afternoon, Elle. So make sure that you pop questions as you go in the Facebook group below, because I don't want to lose you by talking you through this. Okay. So there's 3 steps to this. Okay. And if you're at home, watch this and then watch this video later and do this yourself. Okay. The first step is finding your actual values. Okay. And this is a process that's been set out by a guy called Dr. John Demartini. You can look him up if you like. He's a world-renowned mindset expert, one of the best on this sort of stuff. And I've had the privilege of learning through his methods, and I now use it with my clients as well. Follow him on social media. He's fantastic at what he does. His breakthrough experiences that he does on, I think they're up in London, but they're incredible stuff. But this is his process, and essentially this is a process designed to find your highest values. Okay. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, I know what my highest values are. I value my work, or I value my family. Okay. And yeah, sure, that might be the case, but just do this process. It will really help cement that. Okay. So, and you might be surprised. Okay. So the first thing is we're going to find out what your values are. So you do yourself a few questions. Okay. I've just got 10 questions down here, and you're going to ask yourself and answer these questions. Okay. And I want you to get 3 answers for each. Okay. What I'll do quickly, I'll just get the Facebook up on my phone so I can look at the comments if there's any questions coming in without having to keep minimizing this. All right, bear with me. Cool. Cool. Right, got the comments up. So the first step is finding a value. So you want to answer these questions. I want 3 answers for each question. Okay. So the first one is, how do you feel your space? So that could be, you look around your room or you look around your house. What do you see? You close your eyes and think of your space, your office or your home. What do you see? What objects are there? So for me, for example, it might be, mobile phone. Yeah, because that's always on me. And also, as I've written up here, why? Okay, mobile phone is how I feel my space, because I use it for work. And checking in with clients, for example, social media, and just go into detail. Okay. Number 2, it could be my laptop, and I could write a similar sort of thing, because I use it for work and I use it to program my sessions and to update my social media profiles, you can go into details. Okay. Number 3, it might be, for me, it might be books or something, books. I like, capitals. I like to read, development books, and you can go into why you like to, whatever. So you get the idea. What fills your space and why is it filling your space? Okay. It could be films. It could be TV. It could be, clothes. It could be whatever. The next one, how do you spend your time? Okay, so, how do you spend your time? Answers 1, 2, and 3. So I spend my time with clients. Why? Because it's my job and I love serving people. Number 2 could be, how do you spend your time on social media? Because this is where my communities are that I love serving. And I would want you to do more than just writing this tiny little paragraph. I'd want you to go, really go into it, and write several sentences and really get into why. Keep digging deep into why, And the next one's, how do you spend your energy? So, I spend a lot of my energy on fitness training and on my work. I spend some 8 to 10 hours a day kind of just doing work, and things like that. So how do you spend your money? So 3 things, where does your money go? What do you spend your money on mostly? The next question is, where are you most organized? Where are you most disciplined? What do you think about most? What do you talk about most? What do you set goals towards most? And what are you most inspired by? Okay. So I want you to go through and give yourself 3 answers for each of these. Okay. 10 questions, 3 answers. So 30 answers in total. And each one, I want you to dig deep into why. Okay. Why are you, why is that the answer? So what do I spend my money on most? Self-development, development and courses. Why? Because I want to become a better all-rounded person and develop my work, becoming as good of a coach as I can to best serve my clients, etc. Okay, so just keep asking why. Just go mad, go to town on this. Okay, like you say, take your time. And if you need to come back to it, you do sort of 20 minutes, then go away and come back to it. That's also fine. Okay, so I want you doing that. Okay, that's the first step. Once you've filled in all of these, okay, then I want you to review them, go back through them, and then the next step, step 2, is to find common keywords and answers, okay? So literally, just from these first few, yeah, mobile phone, because I use it for work, laptop, again, work-related, books, I want to read development books, and if we go down to here, self-development, that is also related to work, okay? How to spend your time, clients, that is work, social media for my communities, that is work, yeah? So mine would be, you know, work or business, yeah? That's common trend, that will obviously be there, and therefore it's one of those values. Okay, I've got 2 here on just self-development, so I could put down self-development. Yeah, so you know, you guys will have your own answers here. For a lot of you, it will be like, you know, how do you spend your energy? It will be like, you know, running around with children, taking them to clubs, you know, etc. Same with your time, same with your money. A lot of your money could be on, you know, kids, you know, whatever. So you might have kids as one of your, you know, core values. Yeah. This is now going to be a list of your values, okay? So I want you to go through all 30 of these answers, okay, and the reasons why, and find some keywords and common answers and write them down in here, okay? And you can have up to 10 if you want, okay? But really, we're just going to be focusing on the top 3, all right? Kids obviously isn't my one because I don't have kids. So once you've done that, guys, let's just make sure people are with us still. Guys, have you got any questions on that? Can you let me know, please, if you've got any questions on that? Can you let me know if that's making sense? Okay, I'm just going to take a swig of tea while I'm waiting for you to let me know if that makes sense. Tea's definitely still too hot. I think it's all making sense, isn't it? If you've got any questions, guys, then pop them in the comments as you go. It's a bit delayed on Zoom, unfortunately, so I'm kind of getting these comments like a bit later. Right, let's crack on. So the next one is, once we've done that, these are our values, okay? So for me, work, business, self-development, for example. Obviously, for me, one of them would be health and fitness. You know, I didn't really talk about that too much, but, you know, my energy goes on health and fitness a lot. Money, again. Where I'm most organized and disciplined, again, health and fitness. So that would definitely be up there. So let's just say for you know, for argument's sake, these are my 3 highest values, okay? So let's move on to step number 3. Step number 3 is now where we start doing the benefits linking, okay? So step number 1 was defining the values. Step number 2 was confirming those values. Step number 3 is benefits linking, okay? So we've got our values here, okay? And in the column next to it, I now want you to start linking that to sustainable. I've spelled that wrong. Sustainable body transformation. Okay, so I'm now going to ask myself the question, how is sustainable body transformation, i.e. what you're trying to achieve throughout being part of this group, etc., how is that going to benefit my highest value of work and business? Okay. So let's crack on. Why is this not working? Keyboard issues. Okay, keyboard's literally decided to stop working. Great. Okay, not a problem. I won't type it in, but I'll explain it. So you would put in here, okay, for me, for example, working business, how would I link that to body transformation? I could put something like, by improving the way I look and feel about myself, I create more confidence and more self-esteem within myself. That confidence and self-esteem I can radiate off to other people, and therefore I can spread my message easier because I'll be able to talk to more people. So I can talk to more people about what I do, potentially bring more clients in and make more sales because of that, because I reek of confidence. Yeah, that could be one link. Okay, and then I would dig deeper and ask why. Okay, so why is that important for my work and business? Oh, because, you know, I'll be able to create more sales because I'll talk to more people because I'm more confident. Okay, why is that important? Oh, because I can then earn some more money from my work. Okay, and why is that important? Oh, because then I'll have more satisfaction for my work, and I'll have more happiness within my lifestyle, and I'll be able to live a lifestyle that I want to live a bit easier and not be too stressed out all the time because I'm struggling and worrying about my money. Yeah, that could be an example. So, and for self-development, again, I could answer the same thing. Now, if yours, for argument's sake, was kids again, I keep trying to type it in my keyboard, maybe it's come unplugged or something, I don't know. If your highest value was kids again, okay, then link sustainable body transformation to your highest value of children. You'd be like, if I was healthier and fitter, then I would have more energy to run around with my kids. Okay, why is that important? Because I want to give them, I want to share some really good memories with them while they're still young. Okay, why is that important? Oh, because I want them growing up respecting me and seeing me as a role model. Why is that important? Oh, so they follow in my footsteps. They don't get into bad crowds or whatever. They kind of you share a good long relationship with them for the rest of your life, the rest of their lives. I'm just literally making this up as I go along, guys, but you get the idea. Okay, I'd want you to go into much more detail than what I've just explained as well, but you, like I say, you get the idea. Okay, you are going to be once you've found your values, linking sustainable body transformation with those highest values. Okay, how is achieving my physical goals going to impact on my highest value? Why is it going to impact on that value? Why is that going to impact? Why is that going to impact? Okay, and this is exactly how you generate that motivation. Okay, so just to remind you of the process, first of all, we find our highest values by asking ourselves these 10 questions down here. Okay, secondly, we confirm our highest values by looking for the similarities and the keywords and the common answers, okay, to find our highest values, which might be work or business, it might be self-development, it might be health and fitness, it might be children, it might be family, it might be relationships, okay? And thirdly, we link together the benefits of achieving sustainable body transformation or your physical body goals with your highest values, okay? How is achieving my physical goals going to benefit my highest values? Why is it going to benefit them? Why again? Why again? When you do this final bit, guys, I want you to feel it on an emotional level. When I do it properly, I get goosebumps. Yeah. I want you to get the same sort of feeling. And if you don't, keep digging into the whys. Okay. Keep asking why. Do more than 3 whys if you want. Keep asking why until you feel it on an emotional level. When you feel it on an emotional level, that's when you know you're going to get motivation and inspiration from it. Yeah. That's when you know it's going to inspire you proper. Yeah. So guys, I want you to crack on with that. Let me stop sharing screen. Guys, I want you to crack on with that. Like I say, once I finish this video, work your way through that sort of task, take your time on it, spend a few minutes and then stop and then come back and really do it properly. And if you start struggling for motivation or inspiration, then go back to this sort of task and go through it, because the difference between people who get motivated and the people that stay motivated is doing stuff like this. Okay, and the reason why 90% of us will never achieve our fitness goals is because we don't do stuff like this. Yeah, the 10% that do are much more likely to achieve it. Guys, I hope that makes sense. Pop any questions down below. I've got a coaching call again in about 4 minutes time, so I'm going to log off. But if you've got any comments or questions, then let me know below, and I will be happy to answer them later on when I'm back on social media. Until then, have a good rest of your evening. Get doing the values task and let me know how you get on. All right, cool. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon.